Sure.
That's my reaction. Yeah, sure.
See here. I need boldness.
Yes, because you're trying to steal my man, you bastard.
Oh,
Go to the bathrooms then, you slime.
jeez. Somebody's a little salty.
I wanna fuck the hot demon. Come on.
You know what? I'm gonna go for fun. That's, I think, what, Himbo's like.
I guess, That day during recess, why does a high school have recess? You start a half-hour raid that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension, the consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party! You gain +2 fun. Miranda, oblivious to everything that's happened, approaches you, weeping.
Disgraceful.
Yeah, have you seen the news? The most dreadful thing has happened. The Lemurian monarchy has been overthrown. King Kraken no longer sits upon the throne of gold and baby skulls. Those filthy revolutionaries are saying he stole their daughters and ate their sons and forced everyone to work for free in the uranium mines. So he made a few shrewd financial decisions. That's no reason to depose him. If some innocent kidnapping and slave labor was enough to get the peasants in an uproar, I shudder to think of my own kingdom. Do you think my people might resent being forced to hold up the corner of the palace where the foundation is crumbling? Do you think the 100% income tax and the random cannonballs we fire into the villages might be taken as something other than an expression of goodwill? Oh boy. Could this plague of civil unrest infect my own domain? Oh, perish the thought! I am inconsolable! Console me! How might I safeguard my kingdom against the fate of the good King Kraken? Get away from me! Please, I don't want you. I want
Belly
anybody else but you.
I mean, that would be, I think, creepy. She doesn't want anything to do with them, right?
Yeah.
Oh, God!
Ah!
You can't predict this game!
No, they don't. Fish hate belly rubs. Which is what makes us the perfect fit, of course.
Son of a bitch!
You're going to, like, hate win. You will win, but you will do so attempting to thwart yourself at every
That's how he ended
at every
up.
turn.
That's how he ended up winning with Damien. He kept pissing off Damien until Damien was like, "I'm gonna beat the shit out of you," and then he asked him to prom, and he was like, "Fuck, I can't argue with that," and it worked.
I'll have my royal henchmen spread through the kingdom, rubbing every belly in sight. A fish's belly houses its most delicate sensory organs. They'll be overcome with pain and terror, which will remind them of what unites them all. The ability to be murdered at any time by me. I would never hit upon this idea without your clever advice. You are truly wise. What I'm saying is that whatever atrocities I now commit are your responsibility.
You're gonna have a Wikipedia page for yourself. Whatever, fish piss you off anyway. You drown your guilt in whiskey and gain +2 boldness and +1 fun.
Why?
That weekend,
Good luck.
This is
something
the
happened
least
to
masculine character in the game.
you!
Oh,
Oh good, recovery, please.
Sure.
That weekend, Vera invites you and some friends to an abandoned warehouse to help kill a dude. You wouldn't miss it for the world. When you get there, you find Miranda and Damien are there too. Also a naked fish man tied to a chair.
I'm so glad you could make it. We are going to execute this fishman for the crimes he's committed against us.
We are indeed. Do you know, this fish attempted to express a controversial opinion about my father?
And he cut in front of me in line at the pharmacy.
And I'm sure he did something to me too. Let's kill him.
Now hold on there, Damien. We can't just kill this son of a bitch.
This is an execution. We have to make an example of him.
Personally, I'm a big fan of quantity over quality. Why don't we just kill his family?
And we already did that. Why do you think he was saying such treasonous things in the first place?
Miranda's right. We need to do something truly extravagant to this upstart.
Okay, I'm cool with that as long as you guys are paying.
Oh, we're not paying. That's what Shush is here for.
My life.
Hell no! You're not spending your hard-earned cash on this. Lucky you've got a super rich friend you love to take advantage of in emergencies. Oh.
Excuse...
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No!
Yes.
No!
Yes.
No!
You know, you've been having way too much luck.
Bro,
Gotta all
I am
say,
the only person who has
Always
lost
willing to
points.
pitch in a few bucks towards a good execution.
I'm the only one who has lost any points.
With her
Your
financial
face.
backing, you're able to purchase the top-of-the-line offering from luxurymurdercontraptions.biz.
Ah,
The Meat Reaver 20XX.
It's so beautiful.
Damien, stop drooling. Your saliva will melt a hole in the floor and I'll lose the security deposit on this warehouse.
The Meat Reaver 20XX looks like a cross between a lawnmower, a beehive, a volcano, a repeating crossbow, and 50 gallons of whole milk.
Damien, sweetie, we all know how much you love murder, but all this excitement is unseemly.
You think I'm this excited just because of the murder? This is the Meat Reaver 20XX! The only murder contraption that also makes a perfect cappuccino. Y'all settle down for a lovely evening of hot drinks and death. Of course, you'd be a bad friend if you didn't invite Say over to join in. You each gain +2 creativity and +1 boldness.
I only say you're having too much luck because you're the only one that has a quest line opened up.
Yeah, we've both been messing with each other, basically.
That's true.
Everybody chooses an occupation. Say your choice out loud to the rest of the players before clicking.
Wielder!
Wait, what?
An occupation.
No, what did Cheshire say?
Wielder!
Realtor.
Welder!
Realtor?
A welder!
Welder.
I thought you said
Welder.
realtor, and I was like,
Yeah. I mean, more power to you.
lumberjack! What'd you say?
Pilot.
Okay, we got welder, lumberjack, pilot. How funny a TV show called America's Next Selected Occupation would be.
Pilot.
I think America's
Lumberjack.
Next. I think America's Next welder already exists technically in that show with all the blacksmithing. I personally think America's
that's not
Next
welding.
Lumberjack would be very fun.
Yes. America's Next Lumberjack, I think,
Like,
Yeah,
is the funniest.
it's like
but plane crashes.
That could be number 2.
Are you saying plane crashes
Good
are
God.
fun, Cheshire?
I'm getting in the spirit of this game. Which
Fair
is
enough.
murder.
Alright, so... Lumberjack, pilot, welder.
Yeah.
Plane crashes are fun. Psychopath.
People
You-
pay good money in the old
you-
days to watch trains crash into each other.
This is
You and
true!
the
Just be
fish
carried
person.
on.
You and the fish person deserve each other.
Ow. Ow,
To the
ow, ow.
bathrooms I go.
That day, you skip class and just hang out in the bathroom because you respect no authority.
Again.
Again. On the way there, you run into Mamimi, the Oni girl. She offers you some of her weird Japanese energy drink.
Hikori sweat?
You take a sip. It tastes crazy as hell. You need to check the contents of this shit. Urana seed extract, benzoic acid, 50 milligrams of caffeine, and 100 milligrams of boldness. Well, it wasn't bad at all. You gained +2 boldness. Thank Mamimi, and proceed to the bathrooms.
Thank you, Oni lady!
You're going hard on that boldness.
Yeah!
You're chilling out, not murdering anybody, when Damien slinks up to you. He's hauling a large sack with the words, "Definitely not a corpse," written on it.
What is this, Cymbeline?
Hey, noob.
Hey, you're not gonna believe this, but There's definitely actually a corpse in this bag.
You never would have guessed.
Now, here's the thing. I'm not saying I'm exactly responsible for making this corpse. At least, not without my lawyer present. But let's just say he and I apparently had very different definitions of rock, paper, scissors. Anyway, I'm not interested in going back to jail, so I need you to help me hide this body real quick. It would be an extremely attractive thing to do. I need water.
Luckily, hiding dead bodies is kind of your thing. You share your brilliant solution.
Hiding dead bodies is my thing? What? When did that happen?
Yes.
Hang on, I'm filling up my cup here. Keep talking.
Apparently that's just how you roll.
Yeah, I rolled them down hills.
The shopping cart
Hey.
on fire.
I'm Oz, and this is Jackass. Disguise him as a drinking fountain. No one would know the difference. Just chuck in my garage. You'll blend perfectly with my collection of vintage dead bodies. I think that's my answer.
You throw the corpse in the back of Damien's dread chariot and hoof it over to your garage.
What kind of house do I live in? I'm a shadow person. Do I have parents?
Unclear.
You respond at the new moon out of a blood sacrifice.
That makes sense. Holy hell, are these all yours? Some of these are total classics! Elvis Presley? Amelia Earhart? Fuck, you got 3 popes here! I spent all this time trying to be a great murderer, when the greatest murderer of all was right next to me the entire time.
Damien lovingly lays his mangled corpse next to your pristine collector's items, a look of awe on his face. Joke's on him. You're actually just a really accomplished grave robber. You gain +2 smarts and +1 charm.
This is a very different route for him.
It is?
Huh.
Let's do this!
I would go buy that used tampon.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Shouldn't
do
you
it.
be out there trying to romance a classmate or something? I didn't get to finish reading that.
Later, Gator.
Oh,
I'm always amazed at how people keep coming and buying all this stupid crap. Intriguing.
Sure.
Now you have that!
just what I
Enjoy.
always wanted.
Blood! I think charm is the thing you'd want to go for Scott. I could be wrong, though. You could go
How
get
much
more
would I-
money! It's up to you!
I don't have a quest line that requires an item.
You
Well,
can't
we
buy
can't
anything.
get an item anyway. Just the outdoors is taken.
That day, you learn a ton of spells that are all as cool as they are seemingly useless. A spell to renew stickers' stickiness. That sounds useful. A spell to turn chocolate and vanilla ice cream into vanilla and chocolate ice cream.
Which is better.
Vanilla. A spell to gain +2 smarts. You actually use that last spell and you gain +2 smarts. You catch Miranda monologuing about her problems to no one. She often does this. It's like she's accustomed to having a royal scribe following her everywhere she goes. Same, girl.
Oh, whatever shall I do about my army? We haven't had a proper war in months, and the soldiers are becoming ever so anxious.
What are you, the English?
I've tried sending the servants to give them tummy rubs, even putting extra leaves and sticks in their cages, but they just kill the servants with sticks. I never thought that managing an entire branch of the military would be so challenging. How can I possibly keep my soldiers entertained?
Don't pick the pinatas!
I mean, whatever you feel is right, sir.
Oh god. I love the mental image of, You
You know my
fucked up!
kingdom's living pinatas, then? No? Then divine providence must have guided your suggestion.
It's fate.
It's fate.
I hate fish. No, I love fish. I'm gonna cook her. I'm going to date her, and then I'm going to put her over a barbecue pit.
That's not
My
normally how
God.
you glaze your dates.
Each year, hundreds of peasants are required by law to volunteer to be stuffed with candy and suspended from ropes throughout the palace.
What the fuck?
Visiting dignitaries are invited to take a few ceremonial whacks. But we always have more piñatas than we can use. I'm sure Daddy would be happy to lend me thousands of piñatas to keep my army happy. A splendid idea indeed.
There's no reason you should feel guilty about this at all. You gain +2 boldness and +1 smarts. Let's trade places. Challenge. Something bad.
Natto.
What?
Natto.
What's natto?
It is fermented soybeans.
Oh, I know what it is.
And-
Yep.
The most vile existence in,
Yeah.
the world.
No, I can one-up that. Maggot cheese.
No, natto's worse.
Really?
Every
I put
track
it in
on
my mouth.
every track on Prince's 1999 album after the first 3. That
Okay.
album fucking sucks. Holy
Okay.
shit. Oh. Maggot cheese. I think it's say me.
I'm still of the opinion that natto is worse, but I seems I may be outvoted.
I mean, maggot cheese isn't that weird to me, because we already use bacteria in cheese, and we already use mold in cheese.
I'm second. Say is first.
Okay, and I'm last. As funny as it would be if a supervillain's plan involved the discography of Prince. That already happened! That happened in the Batman movie, yeah! Pardon man! He's fucking messing up the paintings. Damn! To lunch!
My goodness, wherever shall I sit?
Gee, I wonder.
You arrive at your chosen table to find Miranda folding napkins. Folding napkins at Vera?
At her?
You want to know what this one's for, Vera?
No.
I'll take that as a yes. The rose-shaped napkin fold is for birthdays between the ages of 16 and 22. Miranda's hands move fast as lightning, turning the rose into a gorgeous white swan.
She's into origami.
By contrast, the swan folding is for first weddings, third weddings, and swan giveaways.
As a fashion enthusiast, I have never been so bored by a piece of fabric.
Oh, and this black swan folding is for weddings where you plan to brutally murder all the guests.
I thought that would be a red wedding. Red swan,
Hey.
whatever the fuck.
You use the black, that way it doesn't get stained after the fact, and you can reuse it.
Fair.
Good point.
It's not very popular, the black swan folding.
Yeah, Requiem for a Dream is better.
Okay, that's sort of cool, but I'm still aggressively uninterested.
You happen to have some napkin folding skills yourself. Maybe you can spice up this interaction. You decide to show off your most impressive napkin fold.
Ooh. If you fold the napkin like so, it creates a self-aware
I
napkin
think I know
sole
which
purpose
answer
to fold
you
more
should go for.
napkins. Yeah. When it's time to leave Vera alone and stop explaining napkin folds.
Well, that's quite specific fold. Under what circumstances would one use... Oh, I see.
Damn right you see. Oh. No!
And so, see how my head is covered in writhing snakes.
So basically, just assume that don't talk to Vera about napkins time is all the time. It's a year-round festival. People the world over celebrate it by not folding napkins at me.
I love her.
Well, it's not a very elaborate napkin fold, is it? You explain that your fold lacks in what your fold lacks in complexity it makes up for with the 12 ounces of cobra venom it can spit at will. Right, well, I see we subscribe to different schools of napkinry. I'll leave you two to it then. Your reward for running Miranda off is one-on-one lunch with Vera. You've never felt so alive.